we back. Plug Talk 4. Me, Demarachi. I know what time it is, man. Come on, Demarachi.
What's up, man?
Welcome back. Welcome back. It's just that East Coast shit like Mace.
Yeah, man. We are back. You know what I mean? We back and feel good with my partner, IV, the Lifeline. Yo, he been making his ways around the internet, man. I've been taking a break, but he been popping up everywhere on different podcasts. He over there.
True.
Let them know what was going on, man.
Hey, man. Shout out to Choke No Joke. Shout out to the lead attorney. I made appearances on both of those platforms, multiple appearances on Choke No Joke. That's my guy. Shout out to Choke No Joke. Dude been in the industry 30 years, putting in work for a long time. If y'all don't tune in to dude and see what dude is saying is true, man, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. You probably shouldn't be here at Plug Talk if you ain't fucking with Choke No Joke at the same time. So shout out to the two homies for showing love and to support the Plug Talk 4 and allow me on their platforms. But yeah, I wasn't doing the most, man. Those are the only two spots I really been at for the platform, bro. But it feels good to be back home, bro. Ain't nothing like home, bro. You can go on a vacation, and a vacation could be the most beautiful experience you had in your life. But then you want to get back home.
Yo, how many vacations you took, man? Because we've been off for 3 months. You look like you got more sun than me.
Hey, man, how many wallabies you got, son? Don't be asking me about my vacations, man. See, you East Coast niggas, y'all be starting to talk. I got to talk to you in your language right now, bro. You know what I mean? You got wallabies?
Hell nah, I ain't putting on no pair of wallabies. Skipping right by those.
Why you went on no vacation, son?
Nah, I didn't go on no vacation. I'm not wearing no wallabies. Hell nah.
Well, if you ain't wearing no wallabies, man, I can't give you no information, man. Don't ask me about no vacations, bro. You know what I mean? I only talk to niggas that wear wallabies, man.
Nah, no, you don't, man. So you'd rather look like Aladdin? Yo, them shoes is ugly, man.
Oh, come
on. Yeah.
Those face do not make this the reason you don't fuck with Plug Talk 4, man. He don't know what he's talking about, man. I have mass colors and flavors of wallabies, bro. And they some comfortable ass shoes to wear. Comfortable.
Yo, you know that this is going out so everybody can see it, right? Worldwide. And you claiming you ride wallabies? Proudly.
I can't find a pair of wallabies now. If I could find a pair of wallabies, you best be sure I would have some. For sure. But we talking about the 90s, bro. We talking about like 96s to 98s, where you can actually find wallabies in the store and get wallabies and get mass colors. Like, yo, you got to think about it like this. From 96 to 98, you couldn't find every color shoe you want to like you can now. Where you can find Jordans with lime green on them, red, blue, pink, yellow, whatever the fuck you want to wear. Back then, the only shit you was going to find that had mad flavors was wallabies. That's why we fuck with them. And I was in Ohio at the time. Excuse me, back then. We fuck with those because you can get every outfit. Grab you a pair of Wallies with a hat. I don't care if you was wearing a fisherman hat. I don't give a damn if you was wearing a tennis hat, a cap, or a fitted hat. Man, that shit was fly with them Wallies, man. You can't sit up here and act like Wallies wouldn't fly if you put them with the right fit, man. I don't know about you Boston cats, but in Ohio, bro, we was rocking the Wallies for sure, bro.
Hell nah. Don't be proud to say that, man. And you know I rock with you, but you can't be proud to say that. Wallabies? Come on, bro. I know you can't be proud.
Yo, man, you from Boston.
You went to school and you thought you was fly with a pair of wallabies on?
I wasn't by myself. I wasn't by myself. I was not the only nigga in Ohio that was rocking wallabies in the 90s, bro. I'm telling you this. I don't know about you Boston cats. But in Ohio, a.k.a. Axe Cameron, used to get in Ohio. Bro, in Ohio, we fuck with the Wally gang, bro. Because they I see motherfuckers wearing Yeezys right now, way uglier than them Wallies, son.
That's
You
true.
ain't getting
That's true.
you ain't
That's
getting on
true.
nobody for wearing Yeezys, bro.
That's true. Nah, cause you official. You official. So I can't
Yeah.
see
You gotta
official.
take your
I can't see
you a little bit younger than me. You know what I'm saying? You a whole high school education away from me. Like I think 5
right.
years. So you wouldn't have even been to high school. So this was the wave in my high school years. It may not have been the wave for you. By the time y'all got to high school, y'all may be like, yo, man, the Wallabies uglies, man. We wearing Air Max chains, whatever. And I get it, because those stood the test of time. But at the time, Wallabies was jumping. The only reason why you can have a shoe like that, make as many colors as it did, is because people are buying them, bro. So you can't act like Ohio is the only spot rocking Wallies. Yo, what's the boasting, y'all? Tell them how y'all felt about them Wallies in the 90s, man.
Hell nah, man. Hell nah, dog. They wasn't doing that.
So you telling me the only niggas in New York wearing Wallies was Wu-Tang?
For the most, I don't know about New York. I don't know about New York, but I'm saying where I'm at, like yo, I had a cousin, yo, he wore Wallabies. I clowned him. I said, yo, you need to put on a pair of these, and I pointed to Timbs. Never wore them again. Yo, never wore them again. Hell nah, man.
Hey, yo, shout out to D. Marazzi's cousin. If you listening, cuz, don't ever let this nigga tell you what to do in fashion, man.
Not no Timbs. I mean, no Wallabies.
Yo, he took you from Wallies to Tim's, bro. Wallies?
Hell nah, man.
Y'all wasn't fucking with Wallies?
No way.
Man.
No way.
Hey, welcome back to Goddammit Plug Talk, man. You know what I'm saying? My co-host tripping right now, but I dare need y'all to talk some shit to my nigga about how he feel about Wallies, man. I don't even motherfucker want to talk shit to him about how he feel about Wallies, man. But we gonna excuse you today, D. Marazzi, with your bullshit. Straight bullshit.
Cool, man.
We happy to be back, man. So we more so gonna stick to that vibe. We got a dope show for y'all tonight. Yo, it's been a long time, bro.
Long
It's been a long time, bro. I have a special bottle for us today, man. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while, man. Hey. Also, special note, y'all. We are officially certified as a business. EIN up. We are an official company. This is what we can call black excellence, y'all. When two or more people can come together, build a partnership, or build a company or a business together. This is exactly the epitome of that. It doesn't have to start off as no billion-dollar shit, but who knows what we'll be 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now.
Right.
So we're kind of celebrating today. We're putting this work in today for y'all, for helping us get there, and we are 100% official now. Salute to my brother. I know you don't drink. My brother don't drink. He don't smoke. He don't indulge. But I do enough for both of us anyway. So I'm still gonna toast to the homie. And let's get into this beautiful fucking bean footage, man.
Yo, before we get into that, man, yo, we wouldn't have did it without y'all. And we definitely appreciate y'all, man. And we got more content to come. We got some in the chamber. You know what I mean?
Oh, we do.
And then then we got more arsenal that y'all haven't even seen yet. So yo, like, comment, subscribe, share. You know what I mean? We did.
Oh, we've been waiting to see y'all. We've been waiting to do this, y'all. It's been a long time in the making. Trust me. There is a plan. There is a method to our madness.
Right. So we got a video today. IB sent me this. He sent me this earlier. So I'm gonna take a look at it right along with y'all, man. So it's a presidential candidate. His name is Vivek Ramaswamy. That's his name. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Vivek Raman. Never mind, bro. I thought I had it. Ramanovsky or Ramansky. It's ramen like the noodles, and then the rest of that shit. God damn it.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure by the time our next election is over with, win, lose, or draw for him, y'all gonna know who the fuck he is. I promise you that.
Take us right
Shout
into
out to you, Vivek. If you want to come to a real podcast and talk your shit, where you're gonna be allowed to talk your shit, forget the Breakfast Club, man. They ain't playing their hand right. Come on and plug Talk 4. We'd love to have you here, Mr. Vivek. And you from the Natty? I'm from Dayton. We both from the OX10. Shout out to the O. Yeah, come on, it's your boy.
Yeah, man, y'all both know how to make it to the big one, but don't know how to win the big one. Shout out to the Bengals.
Hey, shout out to the Cleveland Cavaliers, you motherfuckers. Ain't nobody won shit there but motherfucking Celtics, you cheating bastards. I was so glad to see Kobe kick y'all ass, man. I can't believe you just do a diss to Ohio. Like, hey, Ohio, if y'all ever see Demarachi there, it's open season.
Yeah, man, don't hit nobody out of bounds, man, and cough up the game.
They definitely gonna hit you out of bounds if you don't get my blessing, man. Don't be talking about the O on public fucking shit, man. The O watch this shit. Oh, y'all see how he hating? This shit I gotta deal with, and I gotta, you know what I mean? Don't act like I ain't standing up for the O.
Smoking cigars and y'all only winning a playoff game. Come on, y'all.
Yo, your favorite football team's not even from your state, bro.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just trying to understand your logic here, man. You know what I mean? You make it make sense, man.
Yo, shout out to the Eagles. Shout out to the Eagles. Made it to championship. We'll be back next year. We'll be back.
Shout out to the Bengals. We made it to a championship too, and we made it a lot further the next year than y'all probably will.
We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, well, you playing catch up, homie.
All right, y'all. Let's get into this. So, yo, Ivy, give us a little introduction into this.
First off, fucking Eagles. I don't care about no Eagles, bro. You know what I'm saying? Second off, so the breakdown of this shit, y'all, man. Y'all take none of this offensive, Philly. We love y'all, Boston. We love y'all, Ohio. We love y'all. Man, me and this man ain't been together to do this shit in a minute. We just miss each other. We talking our shit. You know what I mean? Shit. Y'all would hate to hear our regular phone calls.
Right. We going at it.
It take us an hour to get anywhere.
Right.
It take us an hour to get somewhere. But this is about a guy that's actually as an independent. Well, actually, he's actually a part of the Republican Party. He tries to claim independent to a certain extent, but he's actually running for presidency under the Republican Party. He's from Cincinnati, Ohio. He was just invited to the Breakfast Club a couple days ago, and we want to give you the breakdown of the video. My perspective is, before we get into it, just a little breakdown of my perspective, was the Breakfast Club handled this type of important interview. Like, you can have all the rappers on and act stupid and not be prepared with questioning. When you have somebody that can actually have an influence on politics and he's willing to come to a black platform in the beginning before he even gets momentum, you got to take advantage of that and be more prepared, have better people prepared to ask questions. And we want to give y'all a breakdown of how unprepared they were, how unprofessional they were, and the ignorance of our culture when they're not prepared, and their biasness of somebody who may be willing to put you in a better position, our lack of understanding. It's layers to this shit that we about to show y'all. It's up to you to figure them out. D. Murat, you can take it from here.
All right, let's get into it. All right.
This is the lady, before you start. This lady was invited onto the Breakfast Club as a guest to ask this nominee who's running for presidency questions. You will see Charlamagne and DJ Envy lose control of their show to this woman. And what I'm going to say is, I don't know who she is. I never heard from her before. I never knew about her service to America. She's not some politician. She's not a mayor. She's not none of that. She's questioning somebody who has the credentials and is also a billionaire. So you can't pay this nigga off. He doesn't need any funding, similar to Trump, as he's running for presidency. So that means that he doesn't have to be controlled by politics. I want y'all to pay attention to how she questions this man. I also want y'all to pay attention to how DJ Envy and Charlamagne control their platform. There's several deep-rooted things that's wrong in our culture by what you're going to see done by the woman and the two guys that control the platform. And I think that you're also going to gain a higher level for Vivek. I'm not going to say his last name. Not going to say his last name. But right. You would get a higher, you would have a higher respect for Vivek at the end of this than I think you would if he would have never showed up to this platform. So everything happens for a reason, y'all. Let's sit back and see what's going on. DeMarachi, anytime that we need to make a stop, I'll give you the cue, and cool. We'll make a stop.
Cool.
Of what you think and your vision, and I'm a very practical person, and I want to kind of, opposed to talking about your opponents, let's talk about you for a moment, and let's actually talk about your policy. Explain to me your position on this civic duty voting.
Sure. So my position is, I think that every kid who graduates from high school should know the minimums about the country that we require an immigrant to know about the country in order to become a citizen. So there's a test. My mom had to pass. Every immigrant has to pass into this country. That asks you some basic questions. What are the three branches of government? What branch of government does the U.S. president lead? Some basic questions about what is the Bill of Rights. Like a multiple choice exam, or some of them you write in. I think that if we're going to ask immigrants to pass that test, as we should, I think every 18-year-old who graduates from high school should have to pass that as well.
Need a pause, bro.
Back to that, sure.
For all the people that fuck with us and fuck with Plug Talk for, if you know, list the three branches of government, list the Bill of Rights if you got it, because honestly, I believe all of us had to read those in social studies or civil classes that you may have had. But by the time you learned those in 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th grade, by the time you get into high school, they don't really remind you of that. And DeMarachi, me and you have held podcasts about this before. How terrible our voting was on the last presidency, which led us into the situation we are today, to have the president we are today. Me and you broke down what Ice Cube did, what Ice Cube plan was, and how the Republicans were willing to implement some of his plan, but the Democrats weren't willing to do anything about it. Yet we still had a whole black culture that voted for the Democrats, and this is why what he's saying makes so much sense to me. Because if you don't understand at least the democratic, if you do not understand the domestic part of what this country is supposed to stand for, the Bill of Rights, the three branches of government, and the things it's supposed to stand for, then you would not vote to defend it. Does that make sense, bro?
Yo, that makes perfect sense. You know what I mean? And he's saying just on a basic level, you don't even have to really know it on detail, because then that's gonna get you to make a lot more sound decisions. Again, when you're making,
what he's saying is, to be 18 and to vote, you need to pass the same test that the immigrants got to pass to come over to this country to vote, or you need to pay a civil duty, meaning that you need to sign up for the armed forces, or at least do something like a National Guard for 6 months, which he'll state later in this program. But my point is, I don't know how this went over their heads, but to me, that makes absolute sense. Because if a voting right is something I don't have to earn, and I just got to sign up what is it you sign up for once you turn 18, graduate college? They make you come through and they send recruiters to you to see if you want to be a part of the Army or any of that. What is it, selective services? I guess signing up to be a part of being selected if they need to go to war. So just making yourself elected allows you to be able to vote. You can turn down every agency that comes talking to you. You can blow them motherfuckers off like they Jehovah's Witnesses as soon as they come to your door. Nah, he's not here today. Okay, bye. They leave. You come back outside in 10 minutes. That's what it requires for us to vote today. Now, if it's something that you got to earn, you might take it a little bit more serious. And I don't know that lifestyle. I never have to go back to 18 to know that lifestyle. But if that's what he's trying to implement, I think that makes more sense for me signing up to be a part of the Army being able to ask me to be a part versus me actually having to join. Okay, so now, if it comes down to me having a vote at 18, which all of us come out of high school actually want to participate in this country till we realize what type of shit is going on in our country. But if I got to pass a test now to be a part of that, now everything that I'm doing is going to mean more to me. Does that make sense?
Right. And like I was saying, and then you're also making more sound decisions because you got things like, oh yeah, like Obama because he was black, or Kamala Harris because she was black. You're not really making sound decisions based off of what they bring to the table.
Or their politics. Or their politics at the end of the day.
Right. It gets people to actually care a little bit more and do a little bit more investigating and researching on who exactly they're voting for, instead of just voting for them because of the way they look. Or, you know what I mean? Actually look into what exactly they're doing. So
their politics are. Their beliefs are. Because you're coming in as the new group of youngsters who are trying to change the world. So if I base this off of you being a part of changing the world is having to pass this test, those values that this country were built off of are going to mean more to you.
Right.
Let's continue further, brother. Let's see what he got to say. And let's see this ignorant act of this motherfucking hyena.
You don't value something you inherit. You value something you have a stake in creating, building, or knowing something about. So,
right.
Think about this. Well, young people, as I told you, most of them, very few of them vote as it stands today. Super small numbers, and apparently 60% of them say they would rather give up their right to vote than give up TikTok. Well, I say, all right, let's take it to the next level.
Thanks.
How about we do something that raises the voting age from 18 to 25? But you still get to vote at 18 if you just pass that same civics test that an immigrant has to pass in order to vote. And tests aren't for everybody, so be it. Then you at least serve in the military or a first responder role for 6 months. That's my civic duty voting proposal. And the reason is, I'll actually make a prediction. I think youth voting in this country will skyrocket. From a very low level right now, it will skyrocket.
I just want to give him a round of applause. You ain't got to pause nothing. I just want to give him a round. Yo, that shit makes so much sense to me, D. Marachi. What do you think, bro? Does that make sense?
Free market capitalism.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
Advanced. That's the life I've lived.
I think it makes sense.
My parents came to this country with not a lot of money. I've lived the American dream. I've made a lot of money by building businesses. That's one side of what it means to be an American. But part of it is we also have duties to this country. And I think the more we wake that up, actually the voting age only became 18 in 1971 in the context of the Vietnam draft. So I just think reviving those ideas is going to be a lot. So let's start with your point. Dick, our camera guy, you know the 3 branches of federal government? Over 24, so it don't matter. But I'm just saying, but nobody knows there are 24. Red, do you know the 3 branches? Exactly.
Well, I got a test. I would like to see if you're willing to pass.
Watch this fuckery, bro. Watch this fuckery, bro. Go ahead.
So hold on. So she came in and she interrupted and she was like, I got a test that you could pass. Like she was coming in. Let's see how this is.
No. Say what you was gonna say, because what you was about to say makes a very valid point. She's coming in like she's qualified to test the man who's qualified to run in a presidential election. All she is somebody who served in the Air Force, fam. Now watch how stupid she sounds when she has a question. Go ahead, man.
Let's go.
I believe in changing the ideas of what political opponents look like, what they should look like, our political candidates. Are you willing to take a test with me quickly? Because I just have a couple of questions for you.
I will. And the way this is opening up, I have a feeling I'm about to fail it, but that's good. Let's do it.
That's right. Yeah. Just for clarity, I am an independent. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I think that's important for the premise of the argument because I know you did a lot of debating at Harvard. I also want to make it clear it's the same questions that I asked liberal Democrat Marianne Williamson. So I want to make sure that we put that out there as well, just to kind of set the foundation.
I'm open to couple. Let's do this.
Okay, great. Let's go. So you mentioned, the pride of being an American and how important it is to have pride in this country. I'm also a veteran, by the way, for the United States Air Force.
Who cares?
Is it that you voted for the first time?
I voted in 2020.
Okay, so you're how old again?
I'm 37 years old.
So for how many years you sat around and did not get involved?
Pause.
Yeah.
Plug Talk 4 committee. Plug Talk 4 community. Dimarachi. I need y'all to pay attention to how many times this woman says after this, in the next 5 minutes of footage we play, how many times she say this man just sat around and did nothing. Mind you, this motherfucker done created medicine, disease reform for 2 different diseases, one for babies, one for adults. He's excelled in the medical industry, and he's a billionaire. Watch how many times this woman degrades this man, like he just sat around and endured some type of American privilege that us black people are not privy to. Go ahead, brother.
And I'll just add it before I pause as well too. And this goes back to the first point that we was making. You got to do your research on who you're talking to. Now, again, she's privy on who's coming on the show and what questions to ask. So before you sit back and you say, "Oh, he sat down and did nothing," do research on the individual. All you got to do is Google him, man. All you got to do is Google him, and a whole bunch of his credentials are going to come up and things that he was a part of. So I doubt that he did absolutely nothing. But
she makes us look bad, and I can't believe that Breakfast Club gave their platform to somebody who's as irrelevant as she is. We don't even know who the fuck she is, honestly. Should have researched her instead of this presidential candidate prior to this podcast. Honestly, we should have gave a better breakdown of who the fuck she really is, bro. But let's go ahead, bro.
Let's play.
Engagement, is that my understanding?
A long time is the answer. And actually, that's what I wrote this book about. I'm not holding myself out as some sort of model. I'm actually offering myself as a self-reflection of my journey as a citizen to whom this country has given much, right? As an adult, when you have kids, it changes your perspectives. I'm very honest about that. Absolutely.
Okay, no problem. So let's go deeper into the
Shut
self-reflection.
up. No, nobody wants to hear you. Who the fuck are you? Trying to run for the biggest person of office we can possibly vote for. Who the fuck are you?
I don't know. I don't know who this woman is.
Why do you think our church is so important? Like, yo, this is the shit that we'll be talking about. We're talking about how difficult it is to date the black woman. How y'all too mouthy, too arrogant, too masculine, too dominant, and you will watch her ignorance unfold. And you know what's scary, Dimarachi?
Go ahead. What's up?
I've already watched this whole full video. That chick left this video thinking she looked good. That's what's scary. She actually thinks that she won the debate and exposed this nigga. And I guarantee any of y'all that fuck with us are going to see things differently. I promise that. And if you don't, leave it in the comment section. I promise you this. We will go live and allow you every opportunity to come in and debate on an educated level, not on a weird shit. Why you feel like this sister made sense. Because she don't make no sense to me. And I'm sure Dimarachi, you'll feel the same way by the end of this video. Go ahead, big dog.
All right.
So you sat around for, and sir, I'm being as respectful as I possibly can.
Second time she used sat around. Yeah. Number 2. Let's go.
A hard way.
And you don't even have to be. So take it off and let's go.
So you've been sitting around in the country that my ancestors.
Third time.
20 years. Your parents came over as immigrants, brought you over. You made millions, according to your resume, off of this country. You have absolutely not been involved.
Oh.
She said you sat around, but you made millions. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry. If there was a job called sit around where you can make millions, I'm sure all of us niggas would do it. Where the fuck do you get to sit around at and make millions of dollars? Let's go, bro. Damn, what you over there getting Twitter fingers, Meek Mill? What's wrong? Look, Demarachi over there getting nervous. Y'all gotta spare us, man. It's our first time back in 2 months, man. You know what I mean? Demarachi a little rusty.
I am.
You know that? That's because he's not comfortable. He don't wear no wallabies.
You're willing to pass, because I believe in just engagement. I believe in that out there as well, just to kind of set the foundation.
I'm open to being humble. Let's do this.
Okay, great. Let's go. So you mentioned, the pride of being an American and how important it is to have pride in this country. I'm also a veteran, by the way, for the United States Air Force. So when is it that you voted for the first time?
I voted in 2020.
We went back a little bit technical difficulty. Sorry about that.
So for how many years you
we understand you're nervous.
Involved at all in civic engagement? Is that my understanding?
A long time is the answer. And actually, that's what I wrote this book about. I'm not holding myself out as some sort of model. I'm actually offering myself as a self-reflection of my journey as a citizen to whom this country has given money.
Great answer.
So right there, I just want to chime back to it. Like, he's taking accountability, and he's saying he wants to be the example for the younger kids. Like, he should have got more involved within the voting and knowing the country that he lives in.
So if you're an interviewer or a great questionnaire, your next question would be, okay, so why did you feel it was necessary not to vote for your first 20 years, which means you could have got 4 or 5 votes in before 2020? Why did you decide to elect not to do those votes? That would be a better question. Let's see the question she asked or she retorts with to this man who's running for a presidential candidacy.
Right. Okay.
I'm very honest about that. Absolutely.
Okay, no problem. So let's go deeper into the self-reflection. So you've sat around for, and sir, I'm being as respectful as I possibly can, please.
So we're at 3 though. We're at 3. Because I had to go back a little bit. So we're at 3 right now.
Three's too many, Demarachi. 3's already too many. You done said that a billionaire, which you are not, black lady. You're not a billionaire. You're probably not even a millionaire. And you're talking about a man who's made billions of dollars sitting around doing nothing.
Yo, and didn't he just say that he wrote a book?
Books, bro. First, bitch. Questioning a man of a high caliber that can say, I wrote and published 3 books. I created several medications that your kids may need or your grandparents may need, and you're talking about this nigga sitting around doing nothing. This is the ignorance I talk about in Black America, bro. Let's continue, bro. Let's let it speak for itself. I'm not gonna say another word, bro. I promise.
All right.
Please don't take anything a hard way.
And you don't even have to be. So take it off and let's go.
So you've been sitting around in the country that my ancestors built for years. Your parents came over as immigrants, brought you over. You made billions, according to your resume off of this country. You have absolutely not been involved in civics. One, not voting, and two, let me just ask, because I know you mentioned earlier you don't want to sit around at the debate and talk about accomplishments. Let's make the accomplishments pretty simple. In high school, were you ever a class president or take any leadership role? Because your opponent did. Chris Christie, he was the class president. So have you ever taken any leadership role?
Pause. I'm sorry, Plug Talk community. I knew I said I wasn't going to say nothing. Did she just take this shit to high school? Did she just talk to a man that has led business to the point where he's made billions of dollars about leadership? And I guarantee you, bro, we look her up. She has no leadership in the Air Force. I guarantee you she's not a lieutenant. She's not even a sergeant, bro. And she's talking to this man about leadership?
So this is the question. This is what I gotta say. What has he done after high school that would display leadership roles? Forget high school.
Make $1 billion, nigga.
I get it. I understand. Say it again. Say it again.
He made $1 billion, you hood rat, ratchet, mouthy ass. I got a degree. I think I can say whatever the fuck I feel instead of saying what the fuck is real ass bitch.
And this is the thing. I don't know if I should save this comment for later, but I have a comment.
Nah, bro, let it out, man. We back, bro. We back.
All right, this is what I want to say. Did she question or ask these questions of Kamala Harris, of Obama, of Joe Biden? Did she ask them these tough questions like this?
Okay, so the tough thing about that is to say that we don't know what she asked prior to because she didn't have a platform. This is the first time she has a platform to put herself on notice to ask somebody of this caliber these type of questions. So we can only really run with this. Now, we can have an opinion about if we thought she would have asked Kamala or Joe Biden or anybody else prior to Obama, Trump, anybody prior to those questions. We can have an opinion if we think she would have or she didn't. She's asking this man these questions now that is elaborating to the level he is. I don't see a need for those questions. I see she's got the opportunity to ask way better questions than this. She's choosing and electing not to. But go ahead, brother.
Right. So yeah, like I was saying. So I asked that because it's like, you know, you got to do your research. And are these the questions? Are you asking just this man because you want to be argumentative and combative, and you just want to be difficult? Or is it something to where you're really trying to learn and get an understanding to what he's trying to do? And this is the problem that we're facing. We face this problem because again, when we come home to women, we want the mild tone, gentle, you know, submissive, supportive. But
no, that's just in tone. That's just in tone. In actual dialogue, these motherfuckers are demons in dialogue. They say some of the most fucked up shit in the nicest way. We cannot let the delivery be the understanding we get from the context. And that's something as a culture we need to get past, bro. We need to get past the tone and delivery. And we need to get to the context of the dialogue. Fuck the tone and delivery. I don't give a fuck what a motherfucker say to you, what tone he said to you in, how aggressive he is, whatever. That should not matter in what the fuck the motherfucker is saying. Is what he's saying correct or not? That's all we care about.
All right, let's play.
Can I just correct a couple factual things that are kind of important? My parents didn't bring me over to the country. I was born in this country, and I'm proud of that.
No, I know you were born here in Ohio.
Yeah. You mentioned my parents.
Your parents were immigrants. My apologies.
You know, that's all right. You said your parents brought you over to this country. I
Yeah,
thought
my apologies. I think they were immigrants, but let's not go down the water hole.
I want to correct a couple facts, and then the other thing is.
Okay. So yeah, he was born here.
Shut the fuck up. Let this man tell you what the fuck it is. And if you feel like prosecuting him after that state attorney with no degree, prosecute him after that. But listen to understand. Stop listening to respond. Black people, stop listening to respond. Listen to understand. That's all I gotta say, bro.
Right. And he was born here.
You know what? It's a fucking natty. It's a fucking natty, bro. I'm from Dayton. I know exactly what Cincinnati's about. That nigga did not grow up privileged. I promise you that. His mom and daddy got a bank loan for a quickie mart, nigga.
You were born here in Ohio.
I was born in Cincinnati, Ohio. That's right.
Right. So you've been here your entire life. So the question is,
right.
Did you take any leadership role in middle school, high school, class president?
I did.
I know you played tennis. What is it?
Are you fucking serious?
I think that this is yes, I have held leadership roles over my life, but those don't qualify.
Middle school, high school, bro?
It kind of does. Okay, well, it kind of does.
Okay. Hey, how pause. What we talking about here? Practice? We here talking about practice? Not a game. Not real life. You want to talk about high school, middle school? You talking about practice? No. We talking about practice. Go ahead, bro.
We couldn't hear we couldn't hear a little bit of what you were saying, but I could kind of guess what you were saying.
Practice.
Go ahead.
Practice.
Yeah.
Practice, bro. We over here talking about practice, not a game. Not a game. We talking about practice, bro.
Yeah.
Not a game. Not the game of life. Not business. You want to talk about high school and middle school shit. Practice? We talking about practice?
Brett, hold on. Before we continue, break down what you mean by practice. Break that
She's
down.
talking about if you played a leadership role in high school or junior high, most of you motherfuckers I knew that was participating in that type of shit in high school and junior high are nobody in society today. You're definitely not millionaires. None of them know what the high school junior high with. Millionaires, and I would challenge the fact that there's any millionaires that went to my high school or junior high that didn't go pro in some type of sport. This woman is on here challenging this man about being a representative in junior high or high school. That's what I mean by practice. That is practice. Is there anybody who made it to the Hall of Fame in the NBA because of what they did in high school or junior high?
What did Michael Jordan do in high school?
He got cut from his fucking varsity team his sophomore year. That's what he did in high school. He had 2 years of varsity. We talking about practice. Practice?
So right. So I just wanna go into that because it's like, you're talking about middle school and high school. But it's like this man went to one of the most prestigious schools in the world, Harvard. He went to Harvard. Why not ask what did he do in Harvard? What was his degree?
I just want to know.
Go ahead.
Did the questionnaire go to Harvard or Yale?
I don't know.
Of course, my nigga. And she don't know. Because if you went to the Air Force and you earned some stripes, you know, here, With a straight showing. You know, my nigga. You got me over here talking about practice?
Okay. Right. Let's get back.
Not a game. Not a game. Practice.
Right. Hold on, I'm gonna play.
There you go.
So it kind of does, because when you go from saying I want to go to the highest,
and I'll tell you, I've led companies as well. Is the other leader?
Right,
The main leadership role I've played is and I want to talk about one early part of your premise that I also want to say, bring it to the country point. The other point, you use the word sitting around. You know, I'm not somebody who's saying I want the next generation, my kids' generation, to have more civic duties when they graduate from high school and college than I did when I did. That being said, I wasn't sitting around. I've developed medicines, 5 of which are FDA-approved products today, one of which is a life-saving therapy in kids, 20 of whom die by the age of 3 if they're not treated. 70% now live lives of a normal duration. Another one for cancer. So I don't apologize for making contact.
Hey, pause. This man developed medication for kids out of the womb, prostate cancer, which is huge in the community of 50 and above. You don't even got to start getting prostate tests until you turn 40. You start getting those prostate tests at 40 so you can prevent anything that's coming at 50. Yo, that is fucking fire, bro. We're going to overlook that? Okay, fine. Let's talk about practice then. Come on, let's go. Let's talk about practice.
Now this is after high school. This is
right.
After.
Bro, come on, fam. Come on, fam. Talk to me now. Am I tripping?
Right.
Am I out of honesty right now? Am I tripping about practice? Or am I tripping about what we're really talking about here? What are we talking about?
This is the real game.
This is the real game. But you want to talk to me about, did you actually go through the drills in practice? You're asking me if I played leadership roles in junior high or high school, you ignorant piece of shit. Excuse my French, y'all. We'll mute that out later on down the line.
Right. All right. You got anything else, IV, or what's up, man?
A big fuck you to her. That's what I got. But we can continue the video.
All right.
That, because that's not the question that I asked, and I don't consider as a veteran. I'm talking about service. I'm not talking about what you did for profit. I'm not talking about what you paid people to do with your company. I'm not talking about
I've not served the country
because that means nothing to me. What I'm talking, what I am
able to ask questions. She's been trying to ask questions, and she's been talking over.
I'm all ears.
You can't even shut no bitch ass up.
Hold on. Wait a second.
Bro.
Wait a second. Yo, Envy. Yo, she's asking long-winded questions. And she's stopping to let that man answer. And then for you to sit there and say, yo, we gave you the platform for her to talk and she hasn't been able to ask the questions. Envy, what's wrong with you, bro? What is wrong with you, man? Yo, I see what's wrong with him. Hold up. I see what's wrong with him. Respectfully, you see that book in the background? Real life, real love. That's what it's about, right there in the background.
Hey, we cooking with fish grease in here, y'all. Get out the kitchen if you ain't built for this. It might pop on you.
Yeah, Envy, man. He let her ask the questions and she's answering them, bro. Like, you gotta let him talk. She can't just sit here and give a whole essay and then want him to remember and answer all of that stuff. We gotta take one answer at a time, and y'all running the show, man. Stop doing that, Envy.
I just want you to keep in mind, though, bro. They got a presidential candidate, somebody running for office in their platform, and this is how they treat him. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man. He's coming down here because again, he hit their audience is primarily black, and black people need to hear this. Do they really need to hear her questions, or do they really need to hear what he's saying, the information?
Hey, and I tell all the Plug Talk community right now, we'll leave the link to the original video in our podcast, y'all. Go to the original video on the Breakfast Club. Look at the comment section. They did that man more of a service for acting as stupid as they did than they did disservice him. They probably turned more black people onto this guy than you possibly can if you were against him going into this video. Let's continue forward, big dog. We got a lot to play.
I'm all ears. Yeah, I was just correcting a couple of facts. I'm all ears.
So my question again is, your goal is to raise the standard, and you're saying you want people to believe in country, you want people to have civic engagement. And sir, I just find it very telling that you haven't had any civic engagement at all and haven't been in all. And when I say sit around, I don't mean you haven't done anything. I'm talking about in regards to service, because one thing about political office, the same way that you want to change how people look at politics and look at this country, I want to change how people look at politicians. And when I see that someone hasn't did anything at all to be of service to mankind, to take a leadership role, it's not good enough to just be on city student council. Were you a leader? All of that applies. Have you been able to get anybody in the room at any time, from a high school gymnasium to Ohio, Republican leadership there, to now? Have you been able to get anybody in a room to believe in this vision? I don't agree with a lot of your vision statement, but I do know you've been going around.
I'm sorry. It's hard to get through this without having to make a point clear. Lady, you are double talking. So you're telling him, did he do anything in high school and junior high? Then when he says what he does in junior high or high school, it's not good enough. Then you go right back to starting from junior high and high school to make your point. How much can you double talk anybody in real life? He's hearing, like DJ Envy and Charlamagne hearing, the same thing we're hearing right now. And we're hearing a bunch of double talk. We're hearing somebody tell somebody, nope, your high school and junior high efforts, no matter what you say, are not going to be good enough by my standards. So I'm going to refer you back to my junior high and high school efforts of what I did and everything I do, plus what you do, even though you made $1 billion and I'm just an Air Force bitch. Word?
I just don't understand.
That's choosing.
Go ahead.
Nah. You know how we started this off. That's like choosing Wallabies over Jordans. I'm going to win the 90s now. Wallabies never had Jordans.
Right.
Don't fuck with him, y'all. And this nigga is breaking down every element of why the Jordan is a better shoe. Word. So we here to talk about practice? Practice. This black woman wants us to come here and talk about practice. Practice? Not a game. Didn't watch it.
That's like, you want to know what you want to know what she's doing is comparing the class president to the president of the United States. That's what she's doing.
So look, just because you were the president in high school, does that qualify you to be the president of the United States?
Absolutely not.
So what are we talking about? Practice?
We're talking about pretend. Just because you win the Super Bowl in Madden 2023 doesn't mean you'll win the Super Bowl in real life. It doesn't make sense.
No, we ain't talking about a game. Not a game. We talking about practice?
This is
Shout
tough.
out to Allen Iverson.
You remind me of Allen Iverson in some ways. You know that, right?
Yo, fuck you. You don't like Wallabies, son. We not cool today.
What? Let's get back to this.
Emotionally worked up to talk about vision and debate, but I want to get to the practical. You're trying to go from preschool to president of the United States. You're skipping over city council, county council, mayor, governor. You want to go straight to the top. So my question is this a PR? Is this the PR, the perception of reality, or can you point to any leadership?
Oh my God.
What you're talking about that they're not paid to do on any of these vision statements that you have. If not, then to me it's a mute point because you're holding a standard that you haven't met yourself.
Excuse me, man.
Before he answers, go ahead. Come on. Finish
it. Oh my God. This is and you're acting like all everybody knew is how you feel. You can't take that away from him, man. So your recognition of leadership refers back to high school and junior high, which is probably the last time since you've been in the Air Force you've had any leadership role. You want him to relate to that in order to prove to you that he's the presidential candidate. And this nigga that had $1 million businesses and $1 billion businesses. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Practice?
Yeah, a lot of and then you got Donald Trump. Donald Trump was a businessman and he was a president of the United States. And a lot of our earlier presidents, they were businessmen and they didn't have no type of leadership things back in middle school to lead a country. That don't make sense. You know what I mean? Doesn't make sense at all, but I let him answer.
So if you're only going to count government service, you're absolutely
not government
right.
service. Okay. Student council in the 8th grade, 9th grade. Were you a leader? Did you do anything to rally anybody? Did you fight for better lunch? I did great with Ms. Harris. Yeah. I'm not talking about government. I can go all the way back.
You are embarrassing us. The fuck? You're some homeless niggas for not cutting this bitch off. Y'all can go the way too long. This motherfucker. And once he makes us look so closer, what? Go ahead, bro.
Back from the 5th grade every year, sir, because people who are in service to this country, if you're going to go around saying you want people to believe in this country that I signed up to die for, then I want to make sure that you're holding that same standard. So not government, not political. Let's not get it confused. I'm saying, have you did anything of service that we can point to say he is a good, like Chris, and I'm not even a fan of Chris Christie, but he was the student council president.
What the fuck have you done? You went to the Air Force so your bum ass can get some benefits, a paycheck. You didn't go to the Air Force to die for your fucking country, you lying bitch. You ain't gonna die for your man. See, this is what I hope, bro. These contradicting ass motherfuckers like her. They come here and try to act like she's a patriot. I can tell by your eyebrows and your wig you ain't no patriot. You ain't about to die about none of this. You went to the Air Force, you had some family being to the Air Force, your ass is highly connected, and you can get a good position as long as you signed up. You punk ass bitch. You talk shit to this guy? You piece of shit? Shut your privileged ass up. Because you probably had more privilege than this slurpy, quickie mark ass sipping motherfucker. You punk, man. Well, roll this tape while I go ham.
Plug Talk 4, y'all.
In high school. So have you done anything of service besides yourself that has not benefited yourself? This is a simple question.
So the acts of service that I have performed are small, so small that I don't even want to talk about them to boast. But yes, have I volunteered for this country? Yes, I have. I've always been interested in healthcare.
It's okay to talk about the small things.
These are small things, right? But thank you.
No, well, just let's just mention it.
Hospital. Really a no? No, it's not a no. It's just something I don't like boasting of.
Well, we're not boasting. It's an interview. You're boasting on your vision and everything else. I think you boasted on the millions of dollars. So in sixth grade,
shut your dumb ass up. Biatch. Go ahead, bro.
I'll give you an example. I'll help you out. In sixth grade, Miss Harris was let me give you an example because maybe you're confused. In the sixth grade, Miss Harris was snatching papers from everybody in the classroom. So me as a 10-year-old, I went to the principal and said, I'm tired of Miss Harris snatching papers. And I organized the students around getting Miss Harris to stop snatching papers. Now, there was a consequence for that. I got suspended for 5 days for talking back, and I got in trouble, I got a spanking, and I was on punishment for months and months. But that is a simple way of organizing people. So I want you to kind of...
Hey,
what? So, what? Yo, hold on, man. Hold on. No. I want you to look at.
Hey, this is stop saying one to me. Oh, and we need to right now. Are you? This is a street.
No. Your thing. Come on.
To her sixth grade class, where she went and routed out her sixth grade teacher to her principal. Her principal probably told her, bear with it. She went back, cussed the lady out, not suspended for cussing her out, has not taken any accountability of that. So this grown adult lady is describing this to us like it was a moment of black excellence. Are you kidding me, dog?
Yo, IV, let me say this, bro. Don't ever talk about content that I put out. This is horrible, bro. This is horrible.
Hey, man. What you thought?
That was deep. Hold on. Let me say this. Yo.
You thought I wasn't gonna pay you back? You thought you was gonna get away with your fuckery? There would be no retaliation?
Yo, you come back 5-6 months later?
It don't matter. Nigga, I might have to sit on you 5-6 months. Make sure I get away with the kill.
This is sick. Yo, her moment of truth. This is what we're trying to get. Is she's trying to say in sixth grade, she was tired of her teacher snatching papers from her, reported it to the principal. Well, no, rallied up some students. My fault. I don't want to mess it up. Rallied up some students.
She reported it to the principal first. That's what she said.
Okay.
Then she got suspended. Then she rallied up the students after that fact.
And this is her example of leadership. She doesn't say, "Oh, she was on student council. She was on the honor society." She doesn't say none of that. Yo.
What I want to know is, D. Marachi, and this is the bigger question to me. How the fuck did she make it here? On this day, to have this interview with this caliber of man, which is probably the most important interview the Breakfast Club has ever had.
Yo, this is crazy.
Who the fuck is she fucking to be here right now? Because your qualifications do not place you here, ma'am. Sorry, not sorry. Fuck you.
Yo, you mean to tell me that this man has worked in medicine, has gone to Harvard School, has created books. I thought it was just one book.
Air Force, man, and you got a test for him? Word. Numerachi.
This is crazy.
Buy 10 pairs of wallabies because of this shit right here.
Yo. Yo, for this, I'm gonna buy you a pair of wallabies. For this.
Now, don't buy me nothing. Buy yourself something. You gotta wear them on the next show. Now,
this.
y'all heard it, y'all. Don't buy me nothing. Buy yourself a pair. I need you to wear them on the next show.
This is hard. This is horrible, man.
No, hey, hold Numerachi to that in the comment section. Make sure this motherfucker get these wallabies. I don't need no help on him buying me nothing. I need him to buy himself a pair. And I need him to show his wallies next time we do a podcast, y'all. The comment section. Light his ass up. Light his ass up. Light his ass up.
Yo, I'm not even gonna say that, man. I'm gonna leave it alone. Nah, I was about to say we get 1,000. Yo, we get 1,000 views on this video. I'll buy a pair of wallabies.
Y'all heard him right? Y'all heard him right? Let's get them views up. Let's get them likes up. Let's get them subscribes up. Make sure we see this man that hate wallabies and a pair of wallabies, y'all. And I'll send out gifts. So the next podcast we do after we make this man wear wallabies, there's going to be gifts for everybody that contributed to it. Yo, we're gonna throw up our cash app. If you want to contribute that way, if you want to contribute with just subscribing, we'll take that. You want to distribute with the likes? You want to just distinguish yourself through the comment section? However you want to get down. Make sure this man in a pair of wallabies the next time we do a show, y'all. And I promise you, I'm going to buy a gift. We're going to do a raffle, and I'm going to give away a gift on the podcast after that. Promise you that. I don't give a fuck if it's a PlayStation 5, whatever y'all want me to make the gift be. Y'all let me know in the comment section. I'll make that the gift and the giveaway. I promise you that. We're going to do a giveaway. So make sure we see this man in a pair of wallets. Go ahead. What do you mean? No, you're not about to renege, bro.
No. I'm going to be a man of my word. This is hard.
Okay. Nah, you dug yourself a hole, bro. You dig a hole.
You've been able to rally anybody around anything to the service that you did not pay anybody to do. I think that's important for the next president.
Sure. So I've always been drawn to healthcare. That's why I ended up founding companies in that space. When I was in high school, part of what drew me into it was that I was a volunteer at a local hospital. I actually became the leader of that group of volunteers that actually discharged women who had recently given birth. That was it. Nothing to do with it.
Did you do anything we can point to stand out?
But I want to say something about that because I say that in the book.
Wow, King, ignored everything he just said.
Why did I do that in high school? Part of the motivation, I'll be just brutally honest with you, was that's actually what allows you to get into a good college when you graduate.
Right, so it was about you. So it was about self.
And I'm admitting that in a way that very few other people do, but I got to be honest about it. That was a big part of why I did it.
Yeah, it was about self, but I'm going to be honest.
So wait a minute. Hold on. I want to.
I know you going where I'm going to go, son. Go eat, bro. Cook.
Yo, so you mean to
where I'm going to go, bro. I know you will.
Yo, hold on. So when if that teacher wouldn't have snatched that paper from you, you wouldn't have rallied up those students. That was about you too.
Double choking piece.
Ivy, go ahead, man. This is hard.
Nah, man, you know I'm not built for this internet shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit more vulgar. I exceed all the YouTube rules. Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to be kosher about this shit so we can actually get out to y'all this real motherfucking content, man. The reality of it is, man, only dumb, biased motherfucker would not see the double talk language and the bullshit she's putting up right now. And mind you, once again, I want everybody to understand this. She's not talking to a rapper. She's not talking to a trapper. She's not talking to a business mogul like Jay-Z. She's talking to a motherfucker who's about to be running for presidential candidacy. And it's the best you can fucking do. Who the fuck is she? And why the fuck is she? Make it make sense, homie. Make it make sense, homie.
Yo, this is crazy, man. Yo, if she would have seen Dante get his paper snatched, would she have rallied up those students? The answer's no. She wouldn't have did it.
She rallied up them students because she didn't like her teacher snatching that paper out of her hand. Let's be real.
Right.
This didn't have nothing to do with the other students. She utilized the other students to back her up on her personal stance, which is exactly what politicians do. So you telling a politician not to politic? Good job, single parent mother. So I can see what she is. This is exactly what's wrong with our community. Women like her being able to influence their ideologies into our youth, and our youth not knowing the difference till they grow old enough, if they make it long enough, to be able to say, my mama don't know shit. Your background, a fucking Air Force. This nigga background, $1 billion FDA approved, goddamn it, medication businesses. And you talking shit?
Yo, this is crazy, Ivy.
In the words of Devin the Dude, do what the fuck you wanna do.
Say what the fuck you wanna say.
Come on, man. Is that what we living at?
Yo, that's my song, man.
I'm just saying. Is that what we really doing right now? Just do what you want to do. Say what you want to say. Is that what we really at in 2023 is about culture? Just do what you want to do. Say what you want to say. You don't have to have any intellect, any research, and any truth. How come her 6th grade petition means more than his $1 billion business? Everybody in Plug Talk for community answer that question. How the fuck does her 6th grade petition that she had to take a suspension for mean more than this man's $1 billion business? That could alter the lives of your children and your grandparents. Please, Plug Talk for community, help this make sense to us. Anybody that feels where she's coming from, I invite you not only to the comment section, to the platform. Please explain this to us. Help us out. Look at Dimarachi's face. Look his face. Look his face. The confusion here is real. The confusion here is real. We are confused, man. Yo, we got a minute and fucking 20 seconds left. Let's hear this stupid ass broad out, man. 25-minute mark, we done, bro.
I'm gonna give it back to the guys. I'm gonna be honest about it with you.
Yep.
Leadership is not about self.
I agree with you on that.
What I just heard is that everything is about you. And to be honest with you, this is just a PR campaign, sir. To be honest with you, and I think you're trying to go further to the right because you want the Republicans to accept you as a man of color. And I think the only way you think you can do that is to be so extreme.
I appreciate
with your positions, and I think you need to do a little bit more work in service. I'll give it back to you. Let me test
because she did ask me a question, and then you guys said you wanted to hear a response, but I think I heard an expression of opinion. So just I don't make sure you're all done before I respond to it.
No, just wanted to say that even then, I would still want you to point out, even at the hospital, something that you did that made you stand out on when actually taking a leadership role. But you already answered. You said you did it because it was a motivation to get in college.
Exactly. And I'm being very honest about that. But
everything has been about you. So as a veteran, it's very hard for me to follow leaders that make everything about them. So you might want to work on that because there's a lot of veterans and Republicans. So you might want to work on that talking point and maybe do some volunteering while you're on the campaign trail. I'm going to give it back to Charlamagne.
But once I want to be respectful, I want to make sure you got everything you wanted to on the table before I respond.
If this was just us, we could be a lot more.
You guys tell me. I'm the guest on your show. You tell me when I'm.
We can stop, bro. Because it gets a little chaotic after that. Charlamagne and DJ Envy did not do a great job holding down that platform. But I do want to say this, bro. How does a person who individualizes their whole argument by saying that I am a person from civil duty, I served in the Air Force, I did that for personal gain, I did everything in my life for the same reasons why you do yours, but you contributed way more to this society than I could ever do by being in the Air Force, talk shit to a man who's done 10 times more for this community than she could ever do, bro. I just don't understand that, dog. I cannot understand that, bro. And I refuse to look at it from any different perspective. I'm not going to look at it from a black perspective. I'm not going to look at it from a gender perspective. I'm not going to look at it like I knew this woman prior to ever seeing this interview. And the only reason why I went to it because of the person that's actually running for presidency, me knowing who he is and knowing what he's trying to do, I definitely wanted to look at this Breakfast Club interview. Bro, what I question the Breakfast Club about is who the fuck is she and why the fuck did you decide to bring her on your platform for probably the most important interview the Breakfast Club has ever done? A lady that doesn't have any other credentials other than her high school and junior high shit. The only credentials she has is I served in the Air Force. You know how many motherfuckers I know are serving in the Air Force Navy, bro? Are we saying that the people here in America don't join these armed forces for personal gain? Is that what we saying, DeMarachi?
You do it for personal gain. Absolutely. Man. Yo. IV, now repeat the first part what you were saying. It got cut off, bro. The first part what you were saying.
What about her?
Yeah.
I was just saying, like, let's be honest about this, man. Everything we all do is for personal gain in life. I don't give a fuck if you running for presidency. I don't give a fuck if you running for mayor. I don't give a fuck what you're running for. It is all for personal gain. And in your personal pursuit for yourself to put yourself in a better position, you will be more willing to help other people. Matter of fact, the only concept that makes sense to us human beings is the fact that fuck helping everybody when you broke. Put yourself in a position where you're winning. Then you can help more people. That is what logically makes sense to all of us. You have to put yourself in a position to be able to help before you can help. Dimuachi, if you struggling, you on food stamps, you on government assistance, you ain't got nothing else coming in but that. How the fuck can you help me, bro?
I can't.
You gotta put yourself in a position to win first before you can help anybody else.
Right.
What the fuck is she talking about? Who the fuck is she?
I don't know. But I just want to say this. We have, like, I felt like this could have been, and this probably still will be, a powerful interview that they had with this presidential candidate, and I wish them nothing but the best. But
they look bad, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. We seen the same shit, bro. You didn't even. And shout out everybody in the Plug Talk community. I want y'all to understand. Dimuachi did not watch this full video. Dimuachi did not see any of this content prior to this. What we doing right now? Am I correct, Dimuachi?
No.
I did. I watched the full interview, and then I gave him time lapses where we were gonna do what we did today. My point is to y'all, we just seen the same shit. That is not a good look for our culture. And who are the people representing our culture? And I want you to think wholeheartedly about platforms as big up as like the Breakfast Club. Is this propaganda or not? I want y'all to understand once again, this is a guy you're going to get very familiar with in the next 6 to 18 months. Very familiar. You're going to see him on way huger platforms than doing the Breakfast Club. You're going to see this nigga all over NBC TV. You're going to see this motherfucker all over ABC, CBS, Fox News, CNN. You're going to see this guy every fucking where. This is your introduction to him. Knowing this guy's running for a presidential position, I want you to think about this. Why would the Breakfast Club bring that woman here for that interview? And who is she?
I mean, I agree with you, and I want to piggyback something else. I've never seen this guy anywhere else. Why would he decide to come to this platform when the dominant audience is people that look like me and Ivy? He has a message that he wants to tell, and he feels like it wants to reach a certain audience, but he did not get a chance to convey that message. Why would he choose to come here? That's the question that we gotta ask. And it was nothing that she was asking that had nothing to do with things that he was trying to implement. Facts. It was just basically her opinion and her feelings. Now, me and Ivy, we will do this and we will follow him. He will go on another platform and we will do a compare and contrast on how the Breakfast Club conducted themselves and how the other platform conducted themselves, and pay attention to the research that they conducted, the questions that they asked, and how they carry themselves. We want y'all to start registering that. So again, she was privy to certain dates before coming on. Go ahead.
Keep in mind, community, we here to work for this community. We're not here for trying to have the biggest platforms, trying to compete with other platforms. Like, we here for what's right and what's wrong, and we even willing to take constructive criticism on us, as a podcast, as a company, as a group, on what's right and what's wrong and how we're conducting ourselves. So we always gonna take heed to our comment section and what's going on. My point is to y'all is, how much are these platforms that we highly support really for us and about us? We have to question that, because if you bring somebody on at that caliber, it would be very equivalent to bringing on Donald Trump, Joe Biden right now, or Kamala Harris. Why would that woman be elected to be the extra guest with Kamala Harris? Out of all the black people that actually have something to say on our behalf, that can represent us on a great behalf, who the fuck is she? And why the fuck was she there? Use your brain. That's the one thing they can't take away from you. They can take a lot. They can change a lot. They can shut down social media and the internet tomorrow. They can't take your brain away from you. Use that. Use that. Who are these people? Why are they here? And what work have they put in to be there? You telling me some random woman from the Air Force deserves to be questioning a man running for presidency? And the only thing she can bring up some high school and junior high shit? That's like a nigga like Nico DiMarachi questioning Michael Jordan about basketball because what records we broke in our local town in hoops. And say, well, why do you think you should be the logo of basketball if you get cut from your high school team? Because I won 6 championships in the NBA and your bitch ass didn't make it here? The nigga's a fucking billionaire, bitch. What are you talking about? If that ain't leadership, what the fuck? That's like somebody saying, well, Michael Jordan, you weren't the captain of your junior high team. I was, and DiMarachi was in Boston. It's like, yo, I'm the captain of the NBA, bitch.
One of the greatest players of all time.
You're talking about high school and junior high?
It's nuts, man. It's nuts, man. Yo, I'll like I said, man, you gotta do the research and you gotta come better prepared. But
we need to implement a level of pause. Shout out to Cameron and Nate. But we gotta take them Harlem niggas shit, change it around a little bit. When you ain't keeping it real, pause. I swear to God, bro. Like, we gotta, you know what I mean? Like, yo, hey, it is what it is. Pause. Fuck that shit. We ain't here to do all that.
Right.
Your ass get the lacking, not keeping it real, lying, or exaggerating. Pause.
Right.
Oh.
Yo,
that was nuts. What makes me say, yo, that was nuts, killer. That was nuts.
Yo, this is guys crazy, man. Yeah, man. Y'all gotta do a better job.
Shout out to It Is What It Is, man.
Yeah, man. Y'all gotta do a better job in asking questions, doing research, and really digging into the facts. You know what I mean? And then the people that are asking these questions, what are their credentials? What are they bringing to the table? And not small-minded stuff like what we did in middle school. None of that matters. It's what we doing now. You know what I mean?
It's what we've done to have an impact on our communities and our cultures. If you don't have an impact on your community and your culture, you don't deserve to be in the rooms like that. You are a misrepresentation of us who worked hard to really have an impact and really have a voice in our community. And I'm not saying you can't have a voice in your community because you ain't put in the most work. What I'm saying is, though, we would rather hear from the people who have actually put in some work. Not for the Air Force. We're talking about for us in our community.
Right. I agree. I agree, man. I'll definitely take a look at this full interview from beginning to end. I definitely will. And we will follow up on this guy, you know what I mean, to see what other platforms he's been on, like we were saying before. And we're back, man. Plug Talk 4, man. We are back. You know what I mean? And we legit now, so they ain't holding us back either, man. Yo, like, comment, subscribe.
Shout out to my nigga Cameron Mace again. It is what it is. It's killer season, nigga. Motherfuckers. Oh, you thought we was gone? Take us out of here, Marachi.
Alright, man. So you know what it is, man. We back. Yo, like, comment, subscribe, share with us. Yo, we here, man. Plug Talk 4. We here to stay, man, and we taking over the game.
You ain't gotta go home. I have to get the fuck up out of here, man. Pause.